Do y'all feel that in the air? Do y'all feel that in the air? Like, do you? There's a feeling that I have from the announcement of Gears E-Day. The importance of this game. What Xbox has done in the past with its exclusives. I'm getting nostalgia. I'm getting the old days. I'm getting, yo, we gotta pre-order this and we gotta wait outside kind of days, even though people don't really do that no more. But I'm about to pose a very serious question, and it may or may not piss people off. I don't care. I'm not here to make you like me, but I am here to create a conversation. Gears E-Day might be the most important game since Halo 3. I'll say that again. Gears E-Day might be the most important game for Xbox since Halo 3. Gears E-Day might be Xbox's most important game since Halo 3. I said that 3 different ways. I know this sounds crazy, but Gears E-Day might be the most important game. Not because it will automatically sell like Halo 3. I could search up the facts for Halo 3. Actually, I already searched up the facts. Halo 3 came out on September 11th. Sorry, not September 11th. September 25th, 2007. For the first day, and you can look this up, for the first day, Halo 3 grossed $170 million. On the first day, Halo 3 grossed $170 million. Now you say 8. Why are you bringing up numbers? I'm going to tell you soon. The first week, it grosses $300 million. 1.7 million pre-orders. 2.7 million Xbox Live players the first week. 40 million online hours the first week. 4.82 million US units sold in 2007 alone for the year. Metacritic of a 94, just like what Gears of War 1 had, as per my last video. Halo 3 was just, you can't just call it successful. You can't just call Halo 3 successful. Halo 3 made Xbox look unstoppable. I remember the days. I remember the day it dropped. We was outside. I was outside. I think I was out there with somebody else. And we was all getting this game. The world stopped when this game came out. We all pre-ordered this shit. We all waited outside the GameStop. We got the game, played it all night. Ain't have a good night's sleep. We was up till 5 a.m. because we got the game at 12 midnight. We remember what happened. I remember what happened. Gears E-Day is giving that same feel that I had as a, what was it, a young adult? No, I was still in my high school days. In my high school days, Gears E-Day gave me that same feel. Both these games were the flagships of that system. This is the problem with E-Day though. E-Day has a tall order. Let me show you what their tall order is. Remember when I said, why did I mention money? Why did I mention numbers? Gears E-Day reportedly costs $400 million to make. This is old news now. This probably came out 2 weeks ago. I ain't never talked about it. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm doing a lot of content. E-Day is an Xbox exclusive. Halo 3 was an Xbox exclusive. The console wars is back in full effect. So Gears E-Day has an assignment to complete. You say 8. What you mean they got an assignment to complete? Obviously, one of the assignments is at least breaking even for this game. Can it do that? Even though I am getting the same feels of anticipation that I had back in the day. Can I do that? Can I assume that E-Day can make Xbox assume its position, become a known, popular, or the greatest system back on top? We got a bunch of companies out there. Sony, they bought a whole bunch of companies. A bunch of companies is getting cut. A lot of people are losing their jobs. People are overspending. Companies are overspending. They're not knowing what they're doing. They just buying up assets, not realizing that these assets are barely breaking even. I love Marathon. I like Marathon. Marathon is not going to amount to the $400 million budget that it had, allegedly, right? It's not going to do that even with microtransactions. So Gears of War, the price of Gears of War is $70. Starting price. Then you got the deluxe edition, $99.99. Then you got the collector's edition. So if we was to do the math for this, right? If it was like, yo, I did some math. I did some math with AI. For the first week of this game, you know how much this game will have to make? Do you know how much copies this shit would have to make for the first week? Do you like? This is millions of copies, bro. Millions. At $69.99 per copy, I'm gonna show you some of this math that I let the AI do. Gears E-Day Standard Edition listed as $69.99, Premium Edition $99.99, Collector's Edition $299.99. At $69.99 gross per copy, to gross 400 million, you divide 400 million by $69.99. That's about 5.7 million copies. That's just to break even. Yes, we have microtransactions, okay? We got microtransactions, bro. Right? That could probably push them over the edge. There's a lot of us that's still alive, hopefully, that play Gears 1, Gears 2, Gears 3. We understand the feel that this game is giving us right now. This nostalgic feeling. We're getting that. This AI did even more math for me, which I didn't even know. It says 5.7 million full price standard copies. Right? I'm trying to get closer to this. But publishers do not always keep the full $69.99. Retail cuts, Steam cuts, distribution, refunds, regional pricing, taxes, and physical production can reduce the real take if we use a simple 70% publisher net estimate. $69.99 times 70%, that's $49 per copy. $400 million divided by $49 is 8.2 million. So they gotta sell 8.2 million to break even because of all the taxes that we don't see that they know about. Because of all the taxes that they see that we don't know about, that I just learned today. I'm not a developer, I'm not a publisher. The AI just told us this. Right? We want to do console wars again, Asher Sharma. This is what we gotta do. Asher Sharma is taking a bet, and I assume that Asher Sharma probably played Gears when it was out. She probably played Gears 1, 2, and 3 when it was out, I'm gonna assume. because this is a big bet. This is a big bet. Halo 3 was one of the most social games in the world when it dropped. Do people remember Red versus Blue? There was a show called Red versus Blue where people would literally have actors playing as Spartans, the Covenant, and they'll just be doing episodes of this shit, all based off of Halo. I don't know if y'all remember that show. Halos 1, 2, and 3 was a part of that show, I think. But I think it was really big during Halo 2 and 3 days. This game created an environment. This game created a community so large and strong, Halo 3, that the only game that rivals what Halo did was Gears of War 1, 2, 3. Xbox is placing all its bets on Gears E-Day. They made it an Xbox exclusive. Yes, it's on PC. Yes, it's gonna have microtransactions. And by the way, when it comes to those microtransactions, they're not gonna be cheap because of this alleged budget. And if the budget is not alleged and it's a real thing, expect $15, $20, $25, $40, even $50 microtransaction items. You can expect that. Valorant level. Valorant showed the most egregious microtransactions. There was gun skins on that game for $90, $95 for the pack. But this is the price of doing business when it comes to the gaming world, right? So Xbox is placing big bets on this game. It's exclusive. They want to bring it back to the old days. They want to have that same impact or a bigger impact. I don't know what this game is going to do. I want it to do good. I want E-Day to do good. I really do. I want it to do good. I'm going to buy the premium edition. I'm one of those guys that's going to spend $100 without even blinking on this game. Can I be realistic? The chances of this game doing what Halo 3 did, it's not high for me. It's not high for me. But the console war plot that came back may add hype to this, because the gaming scene needs some type of friction. There needs to be competitiveness. There needs to be a war, unfortunately and fortunately, because through war and competition, it creates the best enemies, soldiers, the best plans, the best games, the best merchandise. It creates the best of the best when the competition is extremely sturdy. There's only two giants that step out there. Yeah, you could put Nintendo in there, but Nintendo has its own separate thing, its own separate branch. The handheld community, the IPs are different. So Nintendo is kind of in its own lane. The two giants that always been going against each other was Sony and Xbox. They've always been going against each other. PC plays in the middle because PC kind of is both. It's both. It's the neutral ground. It's actually the best ground. But Sony and Xbox, for the people that don't know much about building PCs, which is a lot of people, building a PC takes a lot if you've never done it before. Knowing and understanding your PC, understanding maintenance, understanding this, that, understanding parts of the PC, understanding making sure your PC isn't overheated, how to check that, doing this. Alright, it's a bunch of tedious activities that can come with having a PC. So people rather just buy a product that's already an all-in-one that does what it needs to do. Play the game selected. It needs to play the game selected. I don't know if I agree with Xbox being exclusive for Gears of War, because that $400 million budget is hanging in the air, which means Xbox is placing their bets on this game selling systems, on Gears E-Day selling systems. They're placing bets that the PC players will buy the game through either Steam or Xbox. They're placing bets that the players that actually get the game will buy the microtransactions. I like this. I like that they putting shit up at risk. You want to bet it all? Fuck it. I like it. If you're not willing to risk your name, your brand, especially if you got a good product, you in the back rooms, you understand what E-Day is about to do. I think Asha Sharma understands what E-Day is about to do. That's why she's placing such a big bet on this game. Because, you know, Halo Combat Evolved, the new one that's coming out, that game is not going to be an Xbox exclusive. They chose Gears of War to hold the fucking flag for the Xbox. They said, yo, yeah, we got Halo Combat Evolved coming. That's not going to be an Xbox exclusive. We got a game that's going to hold us. We got a game that's coming out before GTA fucking 6. We got a game coming out before GTA 6. We placing our bets against these niggas with the Gears of War. And it's a origin story, a reboot. Marcus and Dom, this is our big IP. We remember what y'all did. They sent out the bat signal for Marcus and Dom. Yo, we gonna need y'all to complete one more favor for us. What's that? We gonna need y'all to be an Xbox exclusive again. Oh, wait. What you mean? Yo, y'all, Coalition. Y'all said y'all wanted to do the PlayStation 5. Gears Reloaded. Nah, we got a better idea for y'all. Yo, listen. We gonna have y'all be an exclusive. We want to bring this shit back to the old days. We want to bring Xbox back to the top. Actually, that'll add to the nostalgia factor that Gears E-Day will bring, because y'all want to make this game as scary, as dark, as horrific as Gears 1 and 2. We gonna bring that back. Yeah. We gonna make y'all exclusive. We gonna do y'all exclusive. Maybe in the back rooms they're like, yo, listen, we want y'all to sell a Game Pass. We want y'all to sell systems. We want y'all to actually be successful. So this is in y'all best interest to follow the story. The story is, when Gears of War 1 dropped, Gears of War 1 was an Xbox exclusive. Gears of War 1 sold Xbox systems. Bro, when my mom bought me this Xbox 360 that I had back then, I wanted Gears 1. The system came with Gears 1. I saw that system. I saw the game. First thing I did was run upstairs, plug it in. That's the first thing I did, plug it in. I plugged this shit in. Played it all night. Couldn't get off it. Now, back then was a little different. I didn't have responsibilities. I didn't have a job. I didn't have bills to pay. I didn't have things like that. The bills wasn't paid. I didn't have to worry about that. Nowadays is a little different. My time is a little bit more strenuous. I gotta do this, that, create content, go to work, go to the gym, eat breakfast. No. See if these bills are paid. There's a lot of things I had to do now. The major difference today is I'm willing to schedule my time. Add this in. I want y'all to picture the environment of 2007 when Halo 3 was out. I want y'all to think about, if you've been around, what games was out during this time. What games was out during this time? I got a list. It's right here. AI pulled it up for me. BioShock. This is the games that was out during Halo 3. BioShock. Call of Duty 4. Mass Effect. Assassin's Creed. Super Mario Galaxy. Portal. Guitar Hero. Rock Band. Uncharted. Crisis. You know what's the biggest game on here? Right here. This is the biggest game on here. This game had the biggest impact. Call of Duty 4 had the biggest impact. BioShock had a big impact. Mass Effect had a big impact. All these games had a big impact, especially Uncharted. This right here, you could have said Call of Duty could have been one of them ones that, yo, it don't matter what system you on, bro, you getting this. This was a all system seller. Call of Duty 4 was a seller of all systems. It came out for the Xbox, it came out for the PlayStation. This game sold, if you was on the system, it didn't matter, you was buying Call of Duty. But that name, exclusive. In order for you to get in this club, you gotta be exclusive. You gotta have an exclusive membership. You gotta have a special card. This ain't a universal card. This is for this one club. Club Xbox or Club PlayStation. What is our incentive for you to buy this club membership? What is the incentive? Gears of War, Halo, PlayStation had Uncharted, and some other games. Metal Gear Solid 5 or 4. I should say Metal Gear Solid 4. One of the best Metal Gear Solids ever. Probably the best Metal Gear Solid ever. Alright? Listen, bro. Times have changed. We are in the times where we are overly sensitive. We are desensitized because we see so much. These games have to release a different type of dopamine that have been dormant in a lot of us. We haven't felt excited for a game in a while. I know I haven't. What was the last game I was excited for at this level that was a shooter third person? You could say Gears 5 and 4. Those are the only games that, yo, oh shit, another Gears is coming out? Bet I gotta play that. It's Gears. Gears done it. Halo is like whatever. I don't really care. Halo Infinite, never played it. Seen it. Watched some tournaments. But didn't care. These games, they make you care. Gears E-Day. Gears E-Day has made a lot of us care. Gears E-Day has stepped into the algorithm. I'm putting out content. The content is going crazy on my Instagram, on my TikTok, on my Twitter. It's like, oh shit, people are excited. People are looking, they're searching for the content. People are commenting. People are telling me, yo, 8, you wrong about this. Yo, 8, I agree with this. Yo, 8, blah, 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 blah. Yo. There is an excitement in the atmosphere in 2026. There is an excitement that we haven't seen in a while. So I pose this question from the top of the video. What I said. This is the most important game for the Xbox in a long time. This is the most important game for the Xbox. All right. If the rumored $400 million budget is even close to be true, if the rumored $400 million budget is even close to be true, Gears E-Day cannot just be reviewed well. I'm sorry to tell you guys, it cannot just be a good campaign. It cannot just make the Gears community happy. This game has to perform. $70 a copy. You're talking about roughly 5.7 million full price copies just to gross 400 million. If we use a realistic net revenue estimate from the information that we talked about earlier with publisher sales, Steam, taxes, all this shit that I didn't even know about until just now. Now you're talking 8 million copies, closest to that. If marketing pushes the real investment closest to 500 or 600 million, the Gears E-Day needing the numbers that only the biggest games in the industry can touch. That's why I'm comparing it to Halo 3. Not because I expect Gears E-Day to become Halo 3. It can't do that. It's two different games. It's because Halo 3 was the last time Xbox had a game that felt like a brand defining event. This was the last time. Halo 3 was the last time Xbox had a game that felt like a brand defining event. Asher Sharma is placing her bets on it. Coalition is placing their bets on it. They told Sony, yo, we can't put this game with y'all. Y'all got Reloaded. Y'all can't get this one, bro. We gotta go back home. We gotta go check on our home. This happened. In real time, this happened. Gears of War Reloaded came out. When did Gears of War Reloaded came out, bro? I gotta look this up right now, bro. And they was preparing for the fucking PlayStation to get it. It came out last year, August 26, 2025, bro. They was preparing. They were literally preparing Gears of War to become a cross-platform franchise. Whatever the new trilogies was going to be, the new games, they said, yo, we want to give y'all Gears 1. We're going to call it Gears of War Reloaded. We're going to give y'all what the Xbox kind of had, but it wasn't the same game. It wasn't Gears 1. It was something else. It didn't give it that feel. They tried to give it that feel, but it wasn't Gears 1. It was something else. Gears of War Ultimate Edition was Gears 1. This wasn't Gears 1. This was great value Gears 1. This was store-bought, store-brand Gears 1. This wasn't it. But they were still preparing the PlayStation to get what we had. This special game. This special franchise. Then they pivoted. They said, yo, no. We need to add spice back to the environment. We need to add competition back. We need to add war back. Console war. And it took a lady to do it. It took somebody we don't know. But obviously this person has edge. This person has that competitive spirit, which is Asher Sharma, the CEO. I'm not going to say that she's going to end up being successful, but damn, she got some balls on her. She got the foresight. If she made the decision, the final decision, or one of the final decisions, or convince the coalition, yo, put this out just for us. PlayStation got some exclusives that they not giving us. We got some exclusives as well. I'm hearing Halo 7 is going to be an exclusive. That's what I heard. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. There is a big bet happening. There is a bet happening in front of our faces. I like to see that. I like to see this. It's tension in the air. It's talk happening. It's animosity happening. I'm gonna end it with this. We had 30 minutes. I think I spoke enough about what I expect, what I don't expect, causes and concerns, a little bit of the history of Halo 3, what Gears did. If Gears E-Day has a $400 million budget, is success even possible through Xbox and PC alone? Or did Xbox just put Halo 3 level pressure on Marcus and Dom? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We are up for an exciting year with the shooting games, with console wars, with PC, Sony, PlayStation, Xbox exclusives. It feels like all the gaming studios that are putting things out right around now and next year, they're putting all their chips on the table. They've been planning, they've been working, and they said, yo, we gonna put everything on the table for this next one. We want to give our gamers and our community the best possible games we can. I'm happy to be alive right now. What a time to be alive. Make sure you comment, subscribe to the channel, like it for the algorithm. Let me know what you think. What's on your mind with this conversation? Where is E-Day gonna go? How big is it gonna be? What's next? Whether it fails or succeeds. Can Marcus and Dom rise to the occasion or even exceed it to what Master Chief did with Halo 3? I'm out of here.